Shalom, shalom, giving all praises to YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabbat, Shem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the GM, master, rule, and teach word in the scriptures. Salutations to the Akim that are doing this word of truth and faith and in all sincerity. Yeah, Akim, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. You know, we got the fires in the West Coast, and you know, immigrants about to be deported. Hell, it's called Jacob's Trouble for a reason. Let's open up. Salaki, bear with me, Hakim. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. And it reads, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." So, yeah, I can, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Kudash. We are still here, putting this work in, and man, I believe, in the spirit is kind of driving me. I finally get it now. Just every Akim is a brick out there. And you're responsible for your work and your duty. So yeah, I want to check this out. This is the headline: Trump begins crackdown on immigration. DW News, 22 hours ago.
Flights using Air Force planes, including to Guatemala, as the Trump administration begins to implement its immigration policies. U.S. President Donald Trump also ordered 1,500 more military personnel to the border with Mexico, like here on the bridge between El Paso and Ciudad Juarez. It's part of Trump's promise to crack down on immigration. Well, DW's Benjamin Alvarez-Gruber is reporting from the border. He told us what's new about these deportation flights.
That's right. Deportation flights are not new. They happened during the previous administrations of Joe Biden, of Barack Obama. What's different now is that those are military cargo planes, so U.S. Air Force planes that are supporting DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, with these deportation flights. You just mentioned the plane and the flight that was confirmed that happened on Thursday evening with 80 migrants that were here regularly in the United States that were deported back on this cargo plane to Guatemala City. There is also another plane departure expected later on from San Diego, California. We also heard that there was one deportation flight conducted from Arizona. The White House press secretary said that these deportations have begun, but they have been happening. But that's the big difference. Now, usually ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, uses charter planes. So these are additional planes supporting those efforts and those promises that we also saw by President Trump with those executive orders, executive actions that were announced earlier this week. And the Department of Defense said that they will hand over these planes to support those efforts, with more of these deportation flights also expected in the next couple of days.
So is there more to come then? Are there any more flights of this kind expected?
So we're still waiting of confirmation. There are many actors involved here. So we have DHS, we have Department of Homeland Security, we have also Customs and Border Protection, and of course also the army that is involved with these deportation efforts. There will be flights, but they also are expected that there will be deportations by bus. Yesterday we visited Ciudad Juarez on the Mexican side, where local authorities are building up tents where they expected thousands of people to arrive there. The big question will now be what will happen to those people and how the Mexican authorities will be able to help not only their nationals but also people from other countries, from Venezuela, who might need to wait there until they can cross to the United States. So there will be probably more information coming out there. What we heard from Customs and Border Protection is that there is not a limited time frame for these cargo airplanes to keep handing out and continuing with these deportation flights.
Well, thank you so much for your reporting. That is DW's correspondent.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to open up with, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. And this is a really rough scripture, because it's letting us know that, you looking at, it's similar to ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. So it's going to get rough out here. Okay, that's one thing I can definitely say, through this spirit and power of YAHAWAH. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail. So it's really going to get rough out here. They already got working on they trying to get they new world order plan all, righty tighty right now. So they doing all they can. You remember when Trump said warp speed, didn't you? Yeah, they trying to get this stuff crack-a-lacking, this into the W. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's bad, man. Let me check this out, Akim. I'm gonna finish up this plan.
Benjamin Alvarez Gruber, reporting from Texas near the border with Mexico. Now, dozens of people deported from the U.S. have begun arriving in the Mexican border city of Ciudad Juarez. Trump's executive orders on migration have left thousands in limbo at the U.S.-Mexico border. Many had been waiting months for appointments with U.S. immigration officials. DW's Fernando Mateos Frubeck reports.
My name is Gisela Mendoza. I'm Cuban. I have been here in the shelter for about 2 months already, with a very difficult path, a very difficult journey. I came with 2 children.
Gisela is one of the many people who had traveled to the neighboring border city with an asylum appointment to enter the U.S. But after Trump's inauguration, everything changed.
And within days of having the appointment again, we received an email where it was cancelled again. Here we're waiting to see what happens in the hands of God trusting. Desperate.
NGOs in El Paso, Texas, on the U.S. side of the border, agree that the situation is uncertain. The Trump administration's crackdown has cut off almost any legal option for migrants to cross the border.
There's really no pathways to apply for asylum right now or to cross the border to ask for any kind of relief. So people really have to make really hard decisions, whether...
I just want to, let you Akim know out there, ones that's been laboring definitely, when it been days that I couldn't. So, as a soldier, you got to lift each other up. So I appreciate that. But yeah, it's finna go down.
To go back to their countries and be in danger there, stay in Mexico and be in danger there, or try to come over irregularly, which is also very dangerous.
President Trump has promised to deport all unauthorized migrants, and Mexico is already awaiting their return. Here behind me, local authorities are getting ready for the possible arrival of thousands of deported people. On Monday, they started building these giant tents to shelter all the migrants that might arrive in the next days. According to the Mexican government, they can hold thousands of individuals. However, local NGOs doubt that Ciudad Juárez can support so many people for long.
Watch this before it's too late. The nationwide walk-in tubs website makes it possible for all U.S. homeowners.
Precisamente esto, ¿no? Que no hay muchas organizaciones como con... O bueno, sí hay, pero no...
There are many humanitarian organizations here, but not enough to meet the demand.
Si una persona ya...
It is difficult to take an asylum case without legal representation and limited access to services.
Servicios muy limitados.
For now, thousands of migrants hoping to reach the U.S. will remain in limbo. They face an uncertain future as these new policies take hold. Laura Mukherjee is the director.
Yeah, they trying to get this, get their world started for real.
Of the Immigrant Rights Clinic at Columbia Law School in New York. Welcome to DW. So Trump is sending more troops to the border of Mexico, 1,500 more troops. What does he actually intend for them to do there?
It is unclear what the troops are going to do at the border. The president wants them to stop migrants and asylum seekers from entering the United States. There are major legal questions about whether the president can order the military to the southern border to carry out what is effectively domestic law enforcement. There are laws that constrain what the president can do with troops, and I anticipate that we will see legal challenges filed to the president's actions.
And another one of the steps that Trump is taking to suspend, what he's doing is suspending refugee settlements in the U.S., and that's including those who've already received permission to travel to the U.S. Does this appear to be temporary, or is the Trump administration here really wanting to end the idea that the U.S. is a sanctuary for people fleeing persecution?
On Monday, the president signed an executive order that would suspend refugee processing in the United States for at least 4 months. It remains to be seen whether refugee processing will re-effectuate and continue under the Trump administration. Regardless of what the executive order says, President Trump has already sent a signal throughout immigrant communities here in the United States and throughout the world as well that the United States is no longer a beacon of hope, a place where refugees and asylum seekers from around the world can come to seek safety and protection.
Then, while Biden was still President, Joe Biden, his administration had a program that allowed around 500,000 people so far from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. It allowed them to fly to the U.S. for 2 years so that they could apply for asylum in the U.S. Trump has now canceled that program, but the 500,000 people are still here, are still there in the U.S.
So, yeah, Salakia Akim. Yeah, this is, let me get the chapter and verse. Matthew. Bear with me, Akim. This is Matthew chapter 20, verse 1. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into the vineyard. And when the vineyard agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he said unto him in his vineyard, and he went out about the 3rd hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again he went out about the 6th and ninth hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out, found others standing idle, and said unto them, Why stand ye here all the day idle? They said unto him, Because no man hath hired us. He has said unto them, Go ye in the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So this is bad, man. This is a clear indication to you Akim out there that, it look like, the Lord's trying to hurry up and speed this up, which he ain't trying. He is the Most High. Omnipresent and omnipotent. So yeah, definitely. So I'll end with that scripture there, giving all praises to Yahawah by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.